take out the papers and the trash. Or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. YakityYak!
It does tend to focus people's attention talking like this.
Against some people, they find it difficult to understand what I'm saying.
I sometimes find myself wondering how people do understand me because it sounds totally different to me, but they seem to understand most of the time. There are times when I've picked the phone up and I've answered it, and people put the phone down. They don't like the sound of my voice, obviously. They think there's a monster on the other end or something.
Don't talk back.
10% of everyday interpersonal communication is spoken content, and 30% is tone of voice. That leaves 60% unsaid, and it is amazing how much now I value the importance of that 60% unspoken. They're the only noises I can make.
People sometimes think she's deaf, but she just can't talk.
People feel uncomfortable, shock people. They feel uncomfortable, then they don't listen properly. They then tend to address my wife instead of me. You get annoyed with them, don't you?
I do. Somebody was like that was Roger, and he started talking to me, and I just turned my back on him. I just turned right round and gave him my back. I'm not talking to you. This person is. Listen.
As you can see, my wife is quite extropolis.
Don't talk back.
Sometimes I understand what she's saying. It depends how close I am. And if there's any background noise, I just can't focus. And it has to be quiet.
I do have a problem when I go to a public area, a restaurant or a pub. I find it very difficult to order drinks when there's a noisy background, or even communicate with people.
It's impossible to shout, but it's also impossible to whisper. If I say something in a quiet place, everyone can hear, because I can't lower the voice either.
I can communicate quite well in quiet circumstances, which is right. I can spot sweet nothings in my wife's ear as well.
We have a particular problem because Hazel's got a deaf aid, and I may ask her 2 or 3 times, or make the same request 2 or 3 times, but by that time I'm really frustrated about it.
You do feel sometimes a little bit frustrated when you can't make yourself heard, or to explain a point to somebody. You go again and again, and it really does begin to think, oh, well, forget it, can't be bothered.
People often said it for like the 4th or 5th time. It does become rather infuriating, but the object is to communicate, so you just have to bite the bullet and carry on.
Don't talk back.
If a person is looking at you, although they don't realise that they are lip reading to a degree, and it makes it a lot easier if they look at you directly. Somebody looks you straight in the eye, they're listening to you. They're either listening to you because they're interested in what you say, or they're just fascinated by this, and they wonder what it's all about.
They stare at her.
The majority of people are fine with it. Children, on the other hand, are really strange. 90% of them are really taken with the voice, and they want more. They want to hear it. They want to find out how it works. They want to have a go themselves. And the other few children tend to be the ones that are absolutely terrified and think you're an alien of some sort and run away.
What's that word? Intrigued. Oh yeah, they're very intrigued by Grandma and everybody to speak. My little granddaughter, she was 3 at the time, said to Grandma, Grandma, other grandmas can speak. Why don't you go to the voice shop and buy a new voice?
Most children got very curious. People want to know what's happened, what's under the patch. And sometimes I make up silly stories, like the pieces come and stole my voice.
I went to my local supermarket one day and there's a lady there that serves me quite frequently, and she said, you know, I'd love to have heard your voice before you had your operations because it's dead sexy now.
YakityYak,
Don't talk back.
YakityYak, YakityYak. YakityYak, YakityYak. YakityYak, YakityYak. YakityYak, YakityYak. YakityYak, YakityYak.
Yes, I've lost my vocal cords, but I can still communicate. And that's what life is about. Life is about people and communication.
What is really nice is when you come across somebody that just talks to you straight off for the first time, somebody you've never met, and they just talk to you as normal. They don't even think about how you're speaking. They just accept you for you, and that is a really nice feeling.